Good afternoon, Manita.
Good afternoon. Everybody can hear me and see the screen as well?
Yes, Manita. Good afternoon.
We'll start the class right away because two people who come today. So let's start the class. So start with the prayer first. Simply water, slowly open your mouth. Okay. Today also our agenda goes like this. We are going to see the Kocharam first, then followed by the class. Our last session discussing about the horoscope. So today we are going to open a new horoscope. Okay. Let's start. Okay. From at least from this week onwards, at least every day see the Panjang only at least a time. Every day should see the Panjang, should see the Kocharam at least once in a day. Okay. Make it as a habit that will help you a lot. Why? Whenever you see the Navagraham once in a while, again and again, that will give you the tremendous knowledge on its own. You don't need to learn it from anywhere. The cosmic energy will give you that kind of the tremendous knowledge inside you. Okay. Every day you have to see the Panjang, then you may ask the question. Why? Because there the Panjang will show you about the Tithi, Yoga, Karna, Nakshatra, and also about the weekday. So where you can learn about this 27 nakshatras, even if you don't know about who's the Lord of the nakshatra, what is this nakshatra is about, you didn't have any idea about it, but still when you practice about the name of that nakshatra, that will give you the some kind of an internal knowledge inside you. Okay, so you make it as a habit to know about the what is a Tithi today. It is okay. When I say about the Tithi, okay, let's finish the Kocharam first, then I come to Panjam. Okay. Today is a Rishabha, Chandra in the Rishabha, Guru in the Mithuna, Shukra in the Karka, Surya, Buddha, Ketu in the Simha, Mangal in the Tula, Ragu in the Kumbha, Sani in the Meena. So same goes for where the people who have the Rishabha Lagna, Rishabha Rasi, or the Rishabha Rasi becomes the 8th place in your Janma Jatakam. That means the 8th house of your birth chart. See this how the how your mind how you are reacting today, or your emotions are stable, or you are exaggerating anything, or you are emotionally neutral and you didn't have any kind of an side effect with anything, even about the environments didn't affect you. When somebody was speaking to you, you didn't get affected. So you find out yourself, this is the best day for that people. So people who have the Rishabha Rasi as the 8th house, definitely you will experience something in this world. Okay. Let's come into the Panjang. Tidish the Ashtami. Whenever you see about the Panjang, concentrate on the which Paksha it is, Krishna Paksha today. And what is special about this particular Paksha is the 15 days time is altogether we call it as a Paksha. How you call it as a fortnight, the same goes for here. Paksha means the 15 days. So this Krishna Paksha, what is special about it? From the Chandragnatam, that is the lunar eclipse, till the next solar eclipse, this 15 days is the Pitru Paksha. Pitru Paksha means where the when from your ancestors comes from the when they reach the Pitru realm, this is the period they come to your, that is the Earth planet. This is the period where they come and visit you. That's why the peoples who are doing the Pitur, anything related with the Pitur's thing, this is the time they will do. From the this 15 days is a very prominent days. Even if you little one lamp in the night and pray for them, saying that whoever your ancestors will be, mostly the conventional ways they will say as the 7 generations of your ancestors. You can say that like that, or the 21 generations of your ancestors. You can all together call upon them and invite them and ask the blessing from them. That's all you can do in this 15 days. You can't do in any other paksha. This is the very special and prominent paksha in the year. So what else I can, what is the use of it? Why I need to get the blessing from my ancestors? In a way, the ancestors is nothing but you. When you are going again and again, sometimes imagine a life 4 generations before. There wasn't one person, maybe a male or female. We didn't have an idea about it. But the same person depends upon the karma, depends upon whatever the whatever the punya, the good deeds and the bad deeds the person was there. It come across again next lifetime until the lifetime of that person's ends. So most probably the person comes in the same lineage. Why? Because the karma is around about his neighborhood only, right? Again and again the birth happens. So the most of the time I believe this is not nobody is teaching about this particularly one line. It's about the insight which I get from this, the ancestors prayers and whatever the puja we are doing. This is the insight I got from it. Whatever the prayers you are doing for your ancestors, whatever the blessings you seek from your ancestors, it's all for you only. You may be born in this the same lineage 2, 3, 4, 5 generations before, and you come back again and you fulfill your karma. You may come to the same lineage again, depends upon the karma, depends upon the will and the determinations you have in your life, or whatever the karma you unfinished, or whatever the karma you created, whatever it is. But again, when you go deeper into it, end of that, the answer will come as you. And that means you, the who was seeking. So that's why it's that much important. You get a blessings from your ancestors. Okay, everybody will know about this. I'm just giving a reminder. This 15 days is essential. Any days, you know, there is no specific dates. The entire 15 days is that much special. If there are the peoples, they start the prayers for the ancestors from the day 1 of the Pitra Paksha till the end of the Pitra Paksha. That means 15 days of the prayer. Possibly, practically, it may or may not be possible, but you can use any one of the day. It's because the every day is special. Every day the ancestors will be available in this dimension the entire 15 days. Okay. And okay, Treti is the Ashtami, followed by the Navami. Nakshatra is the Rohini, followed by the Margashirsha. Yoga is the Vajra, followed by the Siddhi, Vyatipada. Karana is the Balava, Gaulava, and Taitlai. Weekday is the Ravivara, Paksha is the Krishna Paksha. Okay. Everybody can hear me, right? It looks like everybody was silent. Yes? Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. Let's get into our lessons first. I guess everybody remember what we learned on the previous week, right? I quickly go through anyway. The Lagna Lord in the first house is good. They have a very strong sense of power. They know what they want to do in their life. So, Lagna Lord in the second house, when there was a connection between your first house and your second house, the flow of money is tremendous. It won't go into scarcity, they definitely have the liquid has assets and the money flow will be good. Okay. Lagna Lord in the third house. What is it meaning? First and the third house connection. The Lagna Lord the Lagna Lord now placing the third house means there is a connection between the 1 and 3. These people are really, what is the third house will do? Third house is for the speech. So they show the talent in the speech. They don't show the talent in the humorous. And whatever the third house specific significant nature, they will exhibit in an enormous ways. They show the courage, they show the humors, they show the how they speak. The speech will be unique. It's differ from others. You may feel that you may speak with one person till 5 minutes. It looks like 5 hours for you, but there was another person you feel like even for 15 hours you feel like 5 minutes. That kind of the unique talent or unique characteristics the Lagna in the third house peoples will do. Okay, Lagna in the fourth house, uh, they project the leadership quality. They have the good relationship with the mother, and definitely respectful personality will have. Lagna Lord in the fifth house, for sure. When there was a connection between the one and the fifth house, there was a connection between one and the fifth house means they have the blessing from the past life. In other words, they have the good karma. The people will say you definitely will have the good guru only. That means you have the sufficient amount of the blessings from your past life. These people are good in the speculation related stuff. Luck will becomes as nature for them. Some people will suffer luck, but these people's the luck is there. Is in it's a nature for them. Yeah? Now, Lagna Lord in the sixth house. It's good, courageous, and these people show a distinguished nature. Now here the 1 and 6 connection. Okay. There is a higher possibility that people can join in the army also. Okay, now let's see about the today's clash, 1 and the 7th house domination. Okay, when I say about the 1 and 7th house means, in your birth chart, let's have the Karka Lagna. Okay, this is the first house for you. Yes or no? Everybody can see that, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, this is the first house. Now, which is the 7th house for this birth chart? Like Karka Lagna, which is the 7th house?
Aquarius.
Which one?
Makara.
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 So this one is your 7th house. So what is that meaning? Who is the Lagna Lord here before that?
Saturday, the moon.
Moon. Okay, moon is the Lagna Lord. Now, when the Lagna Lord in the 7th house means now the 7th moon in the 7th house. So there is a connection between the 1 and the 7th house.
Yeah, aspects.
Yes. So whenever you see the horoscope itself, when you look at the Lagna, is there any graha present in it? See the graha. Is the owner of that house or the owner where the owner was present, and what are the grahas present in it? And if the grahas present in it, where are the houses? Okay, once you find out if all things in the mind calculation, or in the beginning you feel like it's really tedious, take a note on the paper. It at least when you do for the 10 horoscopes, 100 horoscopes, it becomes a nature in your mind, and your nervous system in your brain will do the calculation for you. You don't need to worry about it. There are the astrologers I saw. You gave your birth chart, and they will tell you how many siblings you have, which birthday they born, and everybody, even if you have the 7 siblings you have, they will tell you all their birthday. So that kind of the mind calculation will come. This all depends on the practice. Okay, let's come back to the class now. What is the 7th house will do? Anybody have idea? What is the 7th house significance?
Partners in business, partners.
Partners. Okay. Your spouse also.
Yeah.
Partner means is your life
Business
partner.
and
Business
life.
partner.
Yeah.
Okay. And the boss-client relation, boss-client, your customers, and what are the gift you have, whatever gift you receive, have. everything comes under the seventh house. Okay, now the Lagna Lord is present in the seventh house. That means the Jataka who born, whichever the Rashi it is, the Rashi owner is present now sitting in the seventh house. When you see this kind of the combination, it's a kind of a good and a bad. Why? This we definitely first let's go with the good. These people are definitely famous and trustworthy. Okay, they reach their famous no matter what. Whenever how the why these people become famous and trustworthy, they know what they want to do in their life. Their path always lead to the famous one, even though they don't want to become famous, and I don't want to fame this that and all whatever the lecture they gave, but whichever direction they took, it always leads into the famous, and by nature they are trustworthy. Okay. This is the one important quality you may or may not see in number of the people's powerful personality for sure. Whenever they exhibit their nature, you can see their powerfulness. Even when they are entering into any of the places, also you can see that. And with the penetrating eyes, that is the biggest quality. But even whenever you see there was a penetrating eyes, the seventh house definitely plays the biggest role. Okay? Because of the Lagna Lord was placed in the seventh house, the customer relationship, your entrepreneurship, there is a higher possibility. 99% of the entrepreneurship is possible when your Lagna Lord placed in the seventh house. Definitely, you will have the good customer relationship. Okay. This is when I this all good, right? You definitely become a famous no matter what happens. Even if you open a okay, then you will ask a question: how they will become famous? Imagine one person wants to open a normal grocery store. Okay, they have this small idea like, okay, I'm just going to open a normal grocery store. But when their mindset was in such a way that they started growing in the same city itself, one shop into 10 shop, then they open into then another district, another state, another country. They develop in such a way, tremendous way they will do. That's why they become the famous, and everybody can make the. They believe these guys, male or female, is very trustworthy. Okay, now we'll know about this good personalities, right? Whenever there was a Lagna Lord in the seventh house, means they are powerful personality. The customer relationship is really good. There is an entrepreneurship chances of really high, famous and trustworthy. It's all good one. Okay, now come into the good other part. They have the mood swings in high elation and dejection. What is that? At one point in time, they feel that they were delighted in such a way. Uh, okay, I did a good job. And the same time, then in the very next moment itself, they feel like, okay, whatever the good I did, how I can save my name. How I can save my name in the future days. How I can. There are number of the thought process build up. There is no reason for the mood swing for them. The environment can cause the mood swing for them. The people's around them, whatever it is, the mood swing is it comes often if they are not practicing their mind with the good practices. The mood swing is the one of the other. I would say it is a bad for them as an individual. If your mood swings comes once in a day, once in a while, even if you are having a mood swings once in a year, it's okay. But if you are having a mood swings for a number of months, no one can sit next to you. Okay, and comes into that. Now we already know about the seventh house is the partner. Seventh house is your life. Can be a life. The partner means your life partner, business partner, whoever it is. The health of the partner can be an issue. That shows that your partner may have some health issues. This is not to an individual, maybe because they are dependent on the when it comes into the partnership. If it is for your spouse, in directly it is attacking you, right? Okay, then again good things comes. they definitely have an intention also. They have the mindset to travel. Extensive travel will come. Even in a month, they go for an abroad for 10 trips to the abroad. They come in a year, they will finish 50 countries. So that much they have the extensive control. Travel will be there for them definitely, and mostly wandering in the overseas is written in the state itself. Okay? This comes for sure. Most of the time, probably they may go for an education, they may go for an settle in an abroad itself, they go for a job or whatever it is. They spend most of the time out of the country, out of the home country. Importantly, home country. The abroad can be anything, right? But how you can define your abroad, wherever you born, that is, becomes your home country. Where most of the time they live out of your home country. Okay. Anybody who is having a Lagna Lord in the seventh house?
I have a chart
Okay.
where Lagna, same whatever you have written, same exact chart.
Oh, the same only.
Yeah, same.
Karka
So
in the
yeah,
seventh
yeah,
house. Oh, wow, super. Okay.
yeah.
Any graha in the Lagna?
Lagna there it has no graha,
In the seventh house?
only moon.
Only moon. Okay. Which one is yes? Which one is no?
First three, he is in his early 20s, so I can't vouch for the first three.
Hmm.
And I can definitely vouch for the fourth one, which is a no. Actually, he is
Hmm. Hmm.
not. Again, fifth one, no. Last two, I think yes, because he has traveled more than me. So, and
Hmm.
he's right now abroad. Mm.
Hmm.
Spent quite some away. I think that is also true because after his 12th, he has been staying out for his education. Now he's working and he's staying overseas. So,
Hmm. Well, what about the first three? Oh, first one you didn't have an idea because it's quite young. Okay.
yeah,
About the
so
next
same
two?
case for first three actually. A powerful personality. I mean, I don't know. Penetrating eyes also, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he is very keen on observing things. When he does something, he's very accurate. I mean, he collects everything. Maybe I don't know if it is that
There are these
observant.
people that, okay, these people's how they will do, right? Where they look at you and tell you what's in your mind, but your words say something different. Imagine there was another person and you were talking to that person and you said something in the words which is not exactly describing a situation, but they will see into you, you penetrate inside you and tell you what you are thinking and what you said was wrong.
Ah, okay,
Just giving an
okay. I
example that
think, yeah, to some extent, I think it is, yes. Many a times I wonder, oh, how did he get that? Yeah, true.
mm, this that is a wonderful quality for them.
Mm.
And they have not only this, they have an capability to speak with their eyes also to other people's. Okay. How this one you can mostly you can see with the parents and the child, they or the lovers, because the lovers communication can be intimate, but the mother and the child, and the father and the child, the communication, if you look at them, this is beautiful, and you can easily understand that. Okay, that's it, right? Anybody have the Lagna Lord in the seventh house? No? Awesome. Let's move into eighth house. Okay, eighth house. Anybody remember what is the significance?
ಆಯುರ್ಸ್ಥಾನ
Longevity,
What is it?
ಆಯುರ್ಸ್ಥಾನ
eyes.
Oh, yes, no. Okay.
Transformation.
ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್
What is it?
ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್
Displacement. Okay.
ಅಕಲ್ಟ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಹಿಡನ್
Yes.
ಮೆಸೇಜಸ್
All kind of mysteries. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Accident. Importantly, accident. And any kind of long-term disease is described in your 8th house. The short-term disease means the disease can be cured. It's not from chronic disease. It can be cured. That will be in the 6th house. The 8th house is defined you have to live with lifelong. Okay, that will be in the 8th house. And all kind of the occult signs. Any practice which is sometimes most of the occult signs which is defined here is forbidden in nature or restricted practice, or the peoples who teach that kind of a science will be very limited, or kind of the thing which you can't get that much easily. You have to have that kind of a blessing. The kind of knowledge you have to receive, it's not, the occult science is not one thing. Nowadays, number of people was teaching occult science, but that this specific things was what they are mentioning it. Even though you learn, when you have that grace and the blessing, you will practice that in this lifetime itself. Otherwise, even if you learn this, you will practice in any of the lifetime in the upcoming life. Let's come back here. All kind of the mysteries, hidden natures, hidden treasures, longevity, everything comes under your 8th house. Now, Lagna Lord was present in the Lagna Lord was present in the 8th house. Now, let's have an example of the Rishabha Lagna. Which is the 8th house for this?
Sagittarius.
Which house?
Dhanus.
Yes,
Dhanuras.
or no?
Dhanu
Yeah.
Rasi.
This is the 8th house for the Lagna. Okay, here. Once again, I want to trace this. Okay, now here we have the combination of the 1 and the 8. Now that means the Lagna and the 8th house lord. Who's the 8th house lord here? Who's the lord of this one?
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Guru was present here. Now, when the Guru was present, the story will be a little bit twisted and different. Now, let's see it.
Because he's in Shukra's house.
Shukra's house. But when the Guru was present, okay, there was things here. It's not about the 8th house, the Lord, 8th house Lord was sitting in the room. Normally, when you have the Lagna, we have only the Guru means. What will happen? Most of the astrologers you may heard about it. If the Jupiter was allowed, it's not good for an individual. Okay? But the statement was correct and the statement was not correct. Okay, then how is that possible? The statement is correct in the perspective of the other person. The statement is not correct in the perspective of an individual. Okay, this is kind of one twisting statement, right? Let's a little bit deeper into it. When the Guru was, this is not about, we are not learning about this one topic is not about not only the Lagna Lord in the 8th house. We come back to that. Now we are taking another track to learn about the Guru Graha only in the Lagna. Lagna, you have only one Graha, that is Guru. Here what happened, this particular individual may have the n number of wisdoms. The knowledge level is really tremendous. But what will happen? They will do what they want to do in their life. Even they will receive n number of the advice from anybody, they won't follow. But the wisdom will is another nature for them. But they won't follow anybody. Whatever they think, they will do it. Whatever they think it is right, they will do for that. Okay. Because of this one kind of a curious nature for that particular individual, or the other persons think they are going to lose their life. They are not following the conventional method of living. So for the other person perspective, they are losing their life. They are not good in their life. But for them, they feel like, okay, why this person was thinking like that? I'm living my life. Okay? That's why the statement which you may often heard this in the southern part of India, when you see this, the Guru only present in the Lagna, they won't say it is good for that person. But in that scenario, you have to see two different perspectives, one from the others, one from the okay? Now let's come back. I change the track now. So come back into the Lagna Lord in the 8th. Now here we have the combination of the 1 and 8, where the Lagna Lord is the 8th house Lord is the Guru. Lagna Lord in the 8th house. Sorry, I am going this. Give me a minute. So,
Venus sitting here.
I come back to the track now. Now let's see the Lagna Lord in the 8th house. Don't get confused where it's written in the Tamil also. I'm sorry, that is the Guru means Jupiter. Okay. Now leave that one. The 8th house Lord I placed in the Lagna. That's totally different story. If you didn't understand, forget about that. That's don't affect our today's lesson. Now come back into this one. Lagna Lord. Who's the Lagna Lord here?
Jupiter.
Venus.
There.
Venus.
Venus.
Venus. Yeah. I also confused. You also confused.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see the Lagna Lord. Who is the Lagna Lord? Venus. Now
Venus.
Venus is in the 8th. So that means 1 and the 8 combination was present. So this is again, it's a kind of a good, kind of a bad. Why? Let's see that. Definitely these people are very good in knowledge. The kind of the knowledge they receive, the kind of the knowledge they can able to get, the opportunities they flow into them, it's tremendous. No one get that benefit. When 1 and 8 combination will be there, they receive the occult knowledge. Maybe they can get by difficulty, but definitely the knowledge will touch their soul for sure. Okay? Obviously, they are scholars, very well sound in the worldly knowledge as well. Definitely, they will do very good in the academic. If you see the people, they score the 9500. Definitely, they have the 1 and 8 combination will be somewhat there. Okay. Okay. Now let's see into the bad thing. They should avoid from where? They should not go into the gambling. They should not go into any kind of the speculative business. It's not good for them. But why? Then you will have the questions. If it is not good, what is the big deal about it? Okay, here is a twist. But these people are good in financial management. When your max brain was working well, obviously you definitely one or the other way getting into the speculative business. When the max will lead you into the speculation, and the gambling also side effect of that. Okay, this is the one point. Okay, then you may have the question why it was like that. The financial management welcome. If you see this, the 8th house, whichever it is, where it was aspecting from the 8th house, aspecting the 2nd house. Okay, this one we leave it. We'll see this come back. We'll see this again in a different scenario. Okay, now see this one. But these people are really good in the financial management, but at the same time, they should not enter into the gambling and the speculation. Okay, this is really tough, because once your max brain and the financial brain was working very well, and not getting into this, it's not that much easy. Okay, when the one Lagna Lord and the 8th house, there was a connection was made. These people are the seekers. Definitely, they are the very good seekers. What does that mean? They search for the truth. They want to find the truth. They wherever it is, how much difficulty they want to face, even they do whatever they do. These peoples are inclined towards seeking. They're higher possibility financial analyst, obviously, and computer decoders, pathologists, forensic detectives, etc. They are not the seeking truth means what is the difference from the other things? Everybody was seeking the truth. What is the difference in 1 and 8 combination? They put their effort, their entire knowledge will be into place. and use all this kind of the stuff. They find out the good. And this is their effort, time, and knowledge, everything into place to find out the good. And okay, this is one important thing is what everybody have to remember this one. When there was a 1 and 8 illumination was there, the life changes to totally unexpected, glorious. Remember this one. Whenever there was a 1 and 8 combination, one or the other, there are the people they will tell. I was not good shape in last year, but I'm in flying in the sky. The life changes was totally good for them when there was no 1-8 combination. Okay. But then the question will come, when it will come, how it will come, what is the time, what is the duration, that how you can find out based on the Dashabhuti combination and the Gocharam, based on the Gocharam details and the Dashabhuti combinations, you came to know when and what will happen to. Okay. So, anybody having the Lagna Lord in the 8th house? No?
No.
So, okay, now let's getting into the Lagna Lord in the 9th house. Okay, now the 9th house represents your higher education, your father-like figure, guru, whatever the religions you follow, all kind of the ethics, culture, tradition, your fortune, everything comes under the 9th house. So this kind of significant 9th house in that Lagna Lord in the 9th house. Now imagine a situation. Now we'll have anybody give me example of anyone Lagna. Any Lagna?
I have one with 9th, my daughter. So she
Which
is Sima Lagna,
Lagna? Okay, now let's have the Shima Lagna.
and it is in that first house, that is
Mesha.
Mesha. Sun is in Mesha.
Sun is the Mesha. Okay. Why Sun is in Mesha? The Lagna Lord is the Sun. Now the Sun was in the 9th house. Okay. Now what is the combination here? 1 and the 9 combination. Okay. They are definitely fortunate born. Why this fortunate was coming? Why this tremendous auspiciousness was increased in this one point itself? Why? Anybody can have an answer? Lagna and
Purva Punya?
what is it?
Purva Punya?
Purva Punya? No.
What's the question, Vanita?
There was the first line. It was saying the fortunate born. Okay, this here in this one line itself, the auspiciousness was really high. Why? The auspiciousness is just 100%. You would say it is 100%. You may say, Vanita, my Lagna Lord in the line 9th house, and I'm not the fortunate one. There is no possibility. Definitely, it will be a fortunate. Why? Yeah, I will put the dot, then you will come across the answer. Any idea?
5-9.
Yeah.
9th,
Trikona is coming.
Trikona, okay.
Trikona.
Okay, now there was the Lagna and the Trikona. When the Lagna Lord placed in any of the Trikona itself, it is super auspicious. What is it meaning? The sun was present in the moon house itself, that is the Lagna itself, good. Sun present in the 5th house, too good. Sun present in the 9th house, too good. Why? In the Lagna Lord present in any of the Trikona, it's considered as the too good. Okay? Now, that's why the auspiciousness was already increased. The Lagna Lord in the 9th house is good. Because this is not a hidden house, it's a fortunate house. It's a highly auspicious energy involved here. Now, lucky with born with material and the spiritual richness. Imagine this. They are really lucky. In one words, imagine when there was a 1 and 9 combination, they're definitely lucky. And they are the good communication ability will be there. Then when they try to utter a single word and when they are articulate any of the things in their life, the opposite person definitely mesmerized what they speak. And there was one of my brother here. My brother can able to tell a story. If you feel like you are seeing the movie, like even if it was a drama or any cinema, whatever it is, if you ask him to narrate the entire story, you will see the film in front of you. Okay, that kind of the words they will use, they depict whatever in the words into a scene. Okay. Okay, one important thing about this one is they are definitely having the paternal legacy is super, and they are very majestic person in the legacy itself. Importantly, paternal. Why?
Son? No, no, not necessarily,
No,
sir.
no.
No. Wait.
House
Even
is
if
for
you
father.
want,
Because of
yes,
father, yeah.
ninth house is the father. So they when the 1 and the 9 combination was combined, ninth house is the father. Then Lagna, who's the Jataka, when there was then the legacy was formed. Whoever it is in the paternal legacy, they the dignificant, the majestic, and the inheritance, that kind of the paternal legacy. Okay, much they are very give much more importance to the domestic happiness. Whatever they want to, the happiness which they derive from the domestic level. Okay, very important thing. This is all about the normal things. Anybody can have this, but they give much more importance to the ritual and religious and spiritual. They are born in any religion, even if they are born in Muslim, Christian, or Hindu, Jainism, or whatever it is, they follow the ritual. They follow the religious practice step by step. Even if for this kind of the people, if you give them the rules, this is the 1 to 10 rules you have to follow, and this is the ritual you have to follow. They won't miss a single word. They follow everything. And highly important, when there was an online conversation, we are highly devoted to the Guru, highly devoted to the God and Goddesses Param. There is a higher possibility these peoples are philanthropic in nature, that's why they isolate from them, from others. But this is possibility if the total horoscope is really good, then the philosophy and philanthropic may isolate them. Isolate means they sometimes they isolate from the surroundings itself. Okay? Anybody there was a girl who said, right?
Yeah, told
Hmm.
about my. Yeah, I think almost everything matches there. But the
Hmm.
last one, as you said, that part of it as of now I don't see because
What
she's
is her
quite.
age?
She's 34.
Oh, 30, the days will go.
Yeah.
Maybe this nature will come when the age is mature. This kind of the quality will come. Not we don't need to wait for an years. We come in next moment also.
Yeah, but that part of it I can't say. But other than that, I think the rest of all are quite true about her.
Awesome. How her speaking nature is that
She
much
speaks
good.
very well. Yeah, she speaks very well, and she has a very strong commanding thing.
Okay. And what
And
about
she's like a kind of leader. She will organize everything, so everyone will listen to her. That is one thing. So she will start
Mhm.
all the work, and they will listen. But she'll pull up everything together. So that's one thing. But
Awesome.
as you said, dignified, and she's quite majestic about it. And
Mhm.
yeah, this domestic happiness also. Yeah, probably yes, because she sees everything is there in place and things like that. So I think all those, the rest of it is all fine. That's
Awesome. Okay, let's quickly see into the 10th house also. Lagna Lord in the 10th house. 10th house is your professional life, the complete career of your life. Whatever you young and whatever you boss others, that means you run your business. This comes in the 10th house. And this house is also having another name. Anyone can remember?
Rajasthana?
What is Tanu? What is it?
Rajasthana?
This Tanu. Okay, give me another name. I don't know what you said. There is a name which comes as a rhyme from the 9th and the 10th. Ninth house is also having one specific name, and the 10th is also having one specific.
1 4. What is that?
Oh, correct. It comes in the Kendra. I'm not
Kendra.
what the Kendra will come into the Kendra, but there was a specifically kind of we speak about in a greater manner. There is a relation between 9 and 10 come. Then there was called Karma Dharma Adhipati Yogam. Nobody remember?
1 4 7 10 is part of Kendras. That you are not saying, right? Something else you're looking for.
Yes. I'm not talking about the Kendra.
Karmasthana.
Karmasthana.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we'll see about that later. Now, anybody gives any Lagna as an example? Okay, I take my Lagna, Tula Lagna. Okay, who's the owner here? This is the first house. Who's the,
Venus.
now, which is my 10th house here?
It comes to, the wherever you are, Karkataka.
Katka, the Venus was here now. Okay. Here the combination was 1 and 10. It was a combination of 1 and 10. That means the Lagna who's you combined with in the energy or combined with the 10th house. So the 10th house we already know that is your professional life, your career, everything. How the world sees you, how the entire people will see you. So also entire world will see you. So also in the signified by the 10th house. Now the 1 and 10 combination. When this combination was present, it was super good. Why? The 10 is also part of the Kendra 1, 4, 7, 10. You see this? This is the 1, and this is 4, and this is 7, and this is 10. So if you see this, this becomes
Inner
a square.
houses.
Inner houses. Awesome. So in the prominent energy received from the cosmic is through these houses only. Okay. And next to that, there are the equal amount of the energy you can get from the Trikonas. So with the inner energy, the Lagna Lord is sitting in the 10th house means if you are definitely a self-made person, the good parentals, even though if you have good parental support, you are not abused from your childhood, you have a good parental support, and the happiness will be there. But still, then you are a self-made person. Self-made person means even in the society, you may see number of the people who are self-made. They have a good parental support even then. They can get the help from the parents also, but they don't need that because their energy level was so generous. Their energy was so determined that they try to find its own way. These people are the self-made person. Imagine, remember this one point, then everything comes into the picture. 1 and 10 combination, you see, then definitely they are the self-made person. Then the professional enhancement in their career, there is no obstacle. If you see the person who say that my career is not going, I face, even I worked a number of years, I didn't have any kind of the hope and didn't have nothing. But when the 1 and 10 combination, because you go and check them, their progress was always like this. Even they have the leap, the leap is just a little bit only, then always it goes towards high. They have the good reputation in their professional life also. Mostly, if it was in the professional sphere, they are well known to everybody. If in any one of the like we consider anybody who's in the profession, you can remember that people. See, if there was in a one area, if you choose, you always remember that person. Oh, there was this person was there. So that kind of the well-known image will be. Okay. Then importantly, then when there was a self-made person was comes into the picture and there was a reputation was growing, professional growth was coming, then without this DD, it's not nothing is you can't imagine the self-made person. What is the DD? The discipline and the dedication. In these two, it is their own. They are very much goal-oriented. But how come this goal orientation is achieved? By this discipline and the dedication only. When the Lagna Lord and the 10th, then you may have the question, when I'm also goal oriented, but I can't able to discipline myself, I can't dedicate my first, how is that possible? Why it is not occurring to me? Because your Lagna Lord may be placed in somewhere hidden houses, you may not have that kind of the energy which is received from the universe. But these people are not like that. They are consuming the tremendous energy from the universe to the inner core itself. So that's why they have the good discipline, good dedication. They know what they want to achieve. If they, yeah, then you may have the question, okay, Manita, I have the dedication, I have the discipline. Can I achieve? If you are in a 1 and 10 combination is combined, then definitely you will achieve no matter what. Okay, then there was a question mark. There is also this is so also another area for this. We'll discuss the later. These people will go up in the dry direction only. What does it mean? See, you enter into one profession and you working on number of years, still you didn't find you are going in the right direction or not. You choose this path, this path, this path, this path, but you still didn't find a way. And somewhat you choose one path and going in that direction. And there was so many obstacles will be there, and the life will be goes on and you didn't achieve anything. Okay. But when the 1 and 10 combination was there, they start the career here. They know the right direction. They know where they have to go. They always goes up. Okay. For these people, the income from many sources. When they start a career, they won't stop. Okay, I'm satisfied with my one career. No. Once they reach the top, they again pulled up into another career, start from the scratch and go up. And again they once they reach the top, they go to another. And then sometimes they are not only one job oriented. They do the multiple income at the same time itself. They do many things and definitely they will achieve whatever they want. Okay. Importantly, remember this one income from many sources. Okay, how come this is possible? I can't. Then you may have the question. Like I am not able to remember all these 5 points, and I don't have an idea to remember everything. What I can do? Okay, simplest thing. When you see the horoscope, and there was a connection into 1 and 10 combination. Remember this one word only. That is a self-made person. Then from here onwards, you develop your story based on the grahas present in the birth chart. Okay. Then I said the one there was one other side of this also, right? The good sense of the discipline and dedication through the goal oriented only come based on this kind of the scenario, which the good scenario which we see now, right? In the Lagna Lord present in the 10th house, there is no inauspicious graph. Okay. Now I twist the story here. Okay. Because this combination is really good. Definitely they will do all this kind of the goodness. Now imagine a situation. I have the moon also here. How I will behave? I add the one more scenario, and the Saturn was in the Makara. Okay. Now what were the learn? It's a good. Why?
Saturn and Makara is good because own house. No?
Own house. Yes. and it was aspecting the Venus and the moon. How it will be
It
there?
will slow things down. I mean,
Yes, it
to
drags the
reach your
planet.
goal, it will slow it down, pull it
Yeah.
down a bit.
See, for example, if the Saturn was not there, okay, let's see about this first, these two combinations. Okay, moon in its own house, so somewhat good. But if the moon was not in the which phase? Not in the growing phase. Okay, it is in the diminishing phase. Imagine that situation. That means it's in the Krishna Paksha. So you were kind of your goal was here. Usually, when you have the Venus only, that means the 1 and the 10 Lord combination. There is a good combination. Your goal will be like this straight one line, straight line. You know what it is. You go that way. But when the moon was present, definitely there should be some kind of mood swing will be there, come and here and there. You little bit you slow down, but you again gain your momentum. You go up and you little bit slow down. Somewhat it will pressure you. Then you know your strength. You move forward. Okay. Now let's see about the scenario when the Saturn was present. Okay. Okay, now let's see for better clarity. I gave you in a days. Imagine this goal have to be finished in 10 days. Okay. Now, when this the first scenario, only the Venus was there, this guy can finish in 5 days. Okay. He was goal oriented, can finish before the deadline. And when the Venus and the moon combination was there, there a little bit of the mood swing will be not in a very drastic way, pathetic way, but it is a little bit. The moon will do its job because we added the Krishna Paksha moon also. So there is a little bit lagging here, lagging here. He can able to finish exactly on the 10 days. Okay. But when the Saturn was here, now we'll see this what this Saturn is aspecting Venus and moon combination. Imagine this is the start of a 0 day. It goes on, goes on, goes on, goes on. It may take 50 days or 100 days. Okay. The strength will be slowed down, but still the motivation will be there. You understand this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just giving as an example. So don't take, okay, I have the Saturn in my Magara and I have the Venus and the moon. Is this exactly applicable to me? No, you have to see your chart fully, completely. Okay. Why I tell you? This is the kind of a scenario whenever you see when the horoscope and Nagrahas was present, your mind will have to be take all the probabilities and come into the conclusion. Okay. No. You want one more example or you understand this one? Yes, no?
Understood, Anand.
Understand, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's getting into the horoscope. Now we'll finish the last tone in the next week. Okay, let's see about the horoscope. Now we are going to open the new horoscope. Vasanti, thanks to her so much. Okay, the age is not exactly 50. It was 59 years and 11 months and some days. I know.
That's 29, hardly some.
Yeah, I rounded to 60 days because her birthday will be coming the same month itself. So
Yeah.
I took the liberty and made it a 60. Okay. Okay. Now let's see about the what are the things we have to do. Oh, sorry. Okay. First, whenever you have anybody who are coming to see the horoscope for you, or seeing for yourself, or seeing for your family, what are the three things you have to find? Ask them the date of birth, place of birth, and the time of birth. So we received everything from the Vasanti. Okay. Now, next thing what you have to do, go and take the birth chart from any of the software which you use. Okay, once you're done, check with the relevant person only. Is this the chart is right or okay? There is one exception. Welcome. There are the people who said, Vanita, I'm doing the chart. This is for my first time. So you may took the liberty that time. But this is not in her case, right? So we will check with we'll check with her. Is this the chart is correct or wrong?
Yeah, it is correct. Like from whatever that same, that Hora, no, Jagannath Hora only, even I have, yeah.
Okay. So then what are the things you have to look? The things we have to look is the Lagna and the moon and all the grahas present in the exact rashis. Okay. then you may see, oh, Manita, there is a number here. Why we don't need to take a look into it. We don't need to combine this exact number also. I would say no. Why I will tell you the reason also. I developed this chart using the Parashara. In the same Parashara itself, if I change the Ainamsha to, currently I use the Lagari, I guess, if I'm not wrong. If I do the different Ainamsha, the degree values will be different. Okay, this degree value will be a little bit different. If you use the different softwares, even if you go for the Jagannath Pora, the degree is not exactly this because the calculation these people are performing, the rounding up with the values and they are taking importance to one value and leaving the other importance to values. That the simplest change, little bit goes one plus or minus one value difference will be there. So don't mind about that. There are the other softwares. This is this Parashara is exactly based on the Trikadinam. That means there are also another horoscope things which they follow the Bhagya Pancham, where you can see your Lagna will be different, your moon will be different, everything will be different. Okay, so that's a totally different story. So whenever you use a software, even the items are different is okay, but don't confuse the Trikadinam with the Bhagya Pancham. Okay. So once you confirmed with the person, with the native, okay, this is the birth horoscope. Then what you have to see, which is the Lagna. Okay, what is the Lagna for this chart?
Richika. Sorry, Katka.
Pataka.
Karka. So Karka Lagna. Okay, then what we have to see, is there any Graha present in it? To keep that in mind, there was no Graha present in it. Yes? Yes or no?
Yeah, no, no, no.
No
Don't.
Graha present. Now we have to see the very important next person. Who is it? That is the moon. Okay.
Fifth. Yeah.
Moon is present in which Rashi?
Richika.
Vrishchika.
Okay, Vrishchika Rashi. Okay, Vrishchika. And if you see, there was three birds was present in it. The Parashara will give you this kind of the information. That's really awesome. This is the nakshatra of this graha present in it. Okay, we have 1 or 2 minutes for this. In your birth chart, everything was placed in nakshatra. Okay, your lagna fully, your grahas, everything was present in the nakshatra in the rasi. So how you have to consider this? So I take this at 10th house as an example. Okay, this is an area, this is the Mesha Rasi. So this square, we name it as the Mesha. Okay. In this Mesha, there are the n number of, this is your universe, right? This is the one in the universe, one piece divided into Mesha. So here there is a higher possibility. Okay. Then how they will define this one? They define based on the stars present in it. So this is one they present into the 4 padas. Okay, so everyone will have the name also.
Ashwini.
Yes. I don't want to take that
Okay.
nakshatra.
Okay.
Intentionally I'm doing because that
Okay.
will give you the so many confusion.
All
I'm intentionally avoiding them and definitely will see that in.
Mhm.
We need the base much more to get into that. Okay. So here the graha was present in any one of the degrees. This is the 0 to 3 degree. In a degree wise, this is the 0 to 330 degree. And the square, the area was divided into 4 parts, four pada. Every pada was named as a Rashi. Okay, let's have a visible communication. Okay. Okay. Here there was no, let's take the graha. Okay. We here, we need to the Rishabha Rasi. So every Rashi will have the same pattern. So I'm taking this Rishabha as an example. So here the section was divided into 4. In this section, here it starts from 31 degree to 60 degree. So this is the point where the Rahu was present in 13 degrees 05 in the Rohini Nakshatra. Okay. So currently don't confuse about Manita, you said 31, it was 13. So I to avoid the confusion, I erased that. So now let's see about the simple understanding. This is the fourth section, and here the nakshatra was named as a Rogini. What is that other? If I'm not wrong, it was Bharani, I guess. Kritika, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, Rohini Bharani.
What are the nakshatra
Mrigashira.
present in this?
Mrigashira.
Marigashira, correct. Yeah, Marigashira and Kritika, right?
Yeah,
It starts with
Kritika.
the Kritika.
Start
Yes
with,
or no?
yeah.
So I'm writing in the thumbnail. Give me a second. Kritika, Mogini, Marigashira. Okay. So now in this point, in this sky, the Rogini was present. There there your Rahu was there. Okay. This is one whole area, right? In this whole area, how you can find the Rahu was present? The degree which is represent, it can be starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in the 1305, the Rahu was present. Okay. At which nakshatra we know the Rahu was present in the Rishabha. But exactly at what point? Who's going to give you? The nakshatra will going to give you, okay, the Rahu was present in this location at this point. Okay, job done. So then when we learn about the nakshatra story, we will expand our knowledge into a different manner. At this point, this is more than enough. Okay. So you are in the 0 to 30 degree in this area, in the nakshatra, which is Rahu was present in the Rogya nakshatra, 13.05 degree. Okay. Now let's see about the other moon. Okay. Moon where it is present. Moon was
Isha.
present in the Vrikshaka. Vrikshaka Rashi. Okay, in the Vrikshaka, we have to understand where it was present, right? So it was in the, okay, first before that, we'll have to confirm her. What is your nakshatra?
Vishaka, Vishaka, ma'am. Vishaka.
Vishaka. Okay. Okay. The moon was in the Vishaka. Here, what are the nakshatras was there? Vishagam, Anuradha,
And, Keta, Jeshta.
Jeshta. Vishaka, Anuradha, Jeshta. Okay. So in the Vishaka, there was the two grahas present. What are they? Mars and the
Moon and
Mars and the moon. Two grahas present. It also represent the location also. This was in the 00. It's exactly starting point 31. Vishaka was present. Mars was in the 2.50 degree. So at this point, very much clear, right? Same goes for every graha. This was present in the Anuradha Nakshatra. Degree was 13.0 degree. Venus, Sun, Mercury, every graha was present in one nakshatra. Definite degree was there. Okay. What are the things you have to consider when you see the software? Firstly, understand it should be the Triganidam. That means the Triganidam Pancham, it should follow that. Then you go into any of the software, see your Lagna, see your Rashi first, then every graha. Okay, every graha in the Rashi. Then additionally, see the nakshatra also. Okay, if there is a higher possibility in different softwares, the same Rahu can present in different Rashis also, different nakshatra also. Okay? So if there was a little bit degree here, 1 or plus or minus 2 or within plus or minus 5, I don't mind. Okay, there was a little bit calculations here and there, but that is definitely okay. Then you see the number of the softwares. You may see my Raga was in Mesha Rasi in one software, and now it's Rishabha Rasi. What I have to do? Don't worry about it. Go with one Pancham, and then how you can confirm that whatever the chart which I prepared is that correct for me or not? Go with your about you exactly, right? You know about you when ascendant it represents you. Check with if it was your horoscope. Okay, then check with your ascendant. It is how you look, how you not look. That's represented there. You can easily find it. And how your mind operates. Check your mood. If that was correct, more or less everything will be correct. Okay? So whenever you see the number of softwares, the first confusion will come. Okay, the degree was different, nakshatra was different. Can I follow or okay? And there was one more thing also, different siddhanta these people will follow. Some people will follow the Mandi in the horoscope also. You may heard or may not heard. There are the Upagrahas also. How you have the Grahas, Navagrahas, there are the nine Upagrahas also. What is it meaning? Who's Mandi? Mandi
Shadow.
is the son of the Saturn. Okay? So the lineage will be goes like this: Sun, Saturn, and the Mandi. Mostly in the if you see in the other part of the North India, I'm not sure that they are giving importance to this Mandi. But in the Tamil Nadu, the peoples who lives next to the Kerala state or they are influenced by the Kerala state, they have this, they are, they should much more interested towards the Mandi. And still, I see the number of the astrologers, they give much more importance to the Mandi as well. Okay. Whenever we find time, if you are having a sufficient time, we will discuss this also. Now it is not the right time. Let's get into much more detail of our horoscope. Okay, now we'll see about the Lagna. Lagna is a Karka Lagna. Moon is the Vishaka. Okay, now quickly see the Lagna is the Karka Lagna. Lagna is the Karka Lagna, Vrashika Rasi. Okay, next what you have to find out? You have to find out Dasha Buddhi. Okay, now I'm going to switch the software into Parashara. That is also good. Wait, let me finish this one. Give me 2 minutes, we'll finish this section. Everybody can see the Parashara? Yes or no?
Not yet. It's
No,
blank
just
slate.
not. Yeah,
Just now.
yeah, we can see.
Awesome. So if man need a pen, okay. See, the Dasha Buddhi, this one is very much important. How much your horoscope is important, that much your Dasha Buddhi is also important. So the first one represents your Dasha, Buddhi, and the Antar. So what is it meaning? Venus Dasha, Saturn Buddhi, Mercury Antar. So that means you have the Venus Dasha currently happening and it still goes on. It still goes on till okay, till it was in the 31. It was ends on 11
December
30.
13.
11, 12, 31.
Yeah, 9/1/2032 it will finish. So till then you have the Venus Dasha. Okay, now let's come back into yeah. Okay. So then the Venus, you have to stop from the Venus. No, you have to look into the Antar. So Venus Buddhi. Buddhi Nathan will works greater than your Dashanathan. So you have to give much more importance to the Buddhi Nathan. Buddhi Nathan means whichever the Buddhi Lord is. Venus, Venus is the Dashanathan. Okay, Buddhi Nathan, and the Antar is the Mercury. It's an Anta. That's why the people will call as a DBA, right? This is the Dasha Buddhi Antar. Okay. You may, there is also one question will come. Can I deep dive into more? Yes, you can go further also, but that's not needed. It's not necessary. You can go into the day, 1 day, and into the number of the hours also. That's totally possible, but still you don't need to go that much further. Okay. Dasha Buddhi Antar is more than sufficient to understand what's happening in our life. Let's see. Okay, this and all we understand, right? So here I go back to you again. So once we understand the Lagna Rashi, there was no Lagna Greta present in it, and the Rashi we have to look and concentrate on the moon one more time. And the Dasha Buddhi we already knew, Venus, Saturn, Mercury. We have the Gocharam ready. Birth chart and what are the things we have to prepare whenever you look for an horoscope, your birth chart, Bhava chart, Navam chart, Navamsa chart at the beginning, you don't need to give much more importance. We'll tell you when you can see the Navamsa also. Gocharam chart that you, whenever there was a birth chart, always keep your Gocharam next to you. That's much simple. Okay. Now, this is also a snapshot from the Parashara. We already saw the horoscope of the Vashanti, but how we know which graha was holding the greater power? Now, this is a quick view about seeing the horoscope. Okay, now let's see which is having the greater power here. Saturn was having the greater power here. Then next to that, who was having
Mars.
Mars.
Mars. So next, who's having anybody?
Jupiter.
Jupiter. So Jupiter is the third. Shadbala means among this graha, who's holding the higher power? The Shadbala, for the Shadbala, Saturn is holding the highest power, 1.59. The second goes for Mars. So that means the energy for her, the Saturn will be good. The auspicious of the energy received from the Saturn will be higher. Mars and the Jupiter. And which is the next one? Fourth,
Venus.
Venus. Then the fifth,
Moon.
Moon.
No.
Hmm?
Moon,
Mercury,
Mercury.
Mercury, and then Sun.
Mercury and the Sun. Sorry, Sun. See, what I have to remember everything? No, you don't need to remember everything. You just remember which is the first one which is holding the greater auspiciousness, which is the graha which is holding the least auspiciousness. Okay, that is more than enough. Once you remember that one, so what are the things in when you see the chart? What are the things we found out? Ascendant, okay, then moon, okay. Then what we see? Daksha Buddhi Anta. Then we look into the Shadbala. That is a basic assumption for her. Okay. Now this much is everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see about the moon into the greater picture. Which house is this?
Fifth house.
Vrishchika.
Fifth house. So moon is in the fifth house. It's a good sign or the bad sign? This is first house. This is fifth
Good sign.
house.
Good sign.
Good sign. Why?
Because of that Trikona.
It's in the Trikona. So that is a good one. Okay. Now let's see.
But it is debilitated.
Yes, yeah, I'm coming to that. Okay, now the moon was debilitated. Okay, now this is not going to end. Now the grahas also present. Who are the grahas present here?
Mars.
Mars and the Ketu. This is malefic or benefic?
Malefic.
Malefic.
Both are
Because
malefic.
of this,
Okay, both are malefic, and that too, the moon is also debilitated and now sitting in the fifth house. Okay, now is this a good sign for her or no?
just by looking at that, not so good. But we
It
should
is
look
not
at
so
the-
good. Yeah.
But sitting in Mars house along with Mars is very good.
What is it?
But moon is sitting along with Mars, closer to Mars, and they both are very good friends.
Yeah, very good friends. But who's the hero was
Ketu.
present here?
Yeah, Ketu is present.
Ketu is present.
So now when in the Parashara is also helping in us for in a different way. That is, it arranged the grahas in an order. Here, if you see, it's 0, 3, 3, 1, 2.50, 3.1. It's already arranged the degrees grahas in an order. Okay. So what is it meaning? Moon moves towards the Mars. Mars moves towards the Ketu. So the combination here is the Moon plus Mars and the Mars plus Ketu. Okay. So we will see that later. We'll come back and see what the fifth house will do that later. But why I giving much more importance to moon now? Because who's the Lagna Lord here?
Moon. Yeah.
Moon is the Lagna Lord. Now the moon who's also debilitated and present along with the Mars and the Ketu. Okay, now this is the combination setting in the Trikona. Now we understand the situation, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now tell me how Vasanti will be. Yeah, everybody can guess and tell that.
Come again, ma'am. I didn't understand.
Yeah,
What's the question, Vanita?
Lagna, you see, ascendant is the Karka Lagna.
Yeah.
Now the Lagna Lord was present in the fifth house, that is the Trikona, which is auspicious. And this is again in the Trikona of the fifth house. but the moon is debilitated because it is in the Vrikshika Rasi. Mars and the Ketu was present along with it. But here, even Mars and Ketu was present. The main combination comes with the moon and the Mars. Okay. And now tell me how the ascendant will be, because we are only looking into the Lagna.
Blessings from past life. I mean, going by our previous classes. So, Lagna Lord in 5th house.
Mm.
Blessings from past lives.
Mm. Mm. But if you say that, okay, you have the blessing from your past life, how you will get to know from the native? Okay, you can directly ask them. You have the blessing from your previous life or not? Then how they will tell you? Okay, once you ask them, somebody was telling you, Anita, you have the blessing from your past life, but how you can digest that kind of the sentence? How you can believe that first of all?
So you are telling us what are the other questions you need to ask so that I don't know. That's like, how do we come to know exactly that is there or not?
Somebody was telling, Anita, you have a very good blessing from your past life. Okay, this is the sentence every astrologer will say. Okay, I will tell you from my horoscope. My 5th house was sun was in it. Then everybody was saying whenever I put the horoscope in front of me, all of the astrologers definitely will put this one word. Anita, you have the good guru on you. Okay, how I know? How you know that you received the blessing from your past life? How you know means the blessings is differ from one person to one another. That individual will definitely know. This is the blessing from my past life. Okay, this is quite unable to believe, right? But definitely you will understand. But in your current life, whenever whatever the life will reach, you understand this is the blessing from your past life. When number of the horoscopes saying this one sentence, they didn't have an idea about, maybe they follow the rules of the astrologies and whatever it is. But my understanding from the blessing from the past life was totally different, which whatever they can say. I believe that the peoples which I met, the peoples I practice under, the peoples I communicate, I believe it is a blessing from my past life, because the peoples which I met, it's really a super peoples, and they are really wonderful peoples, I would say. I see it as a blessing. Initially, I feel that it is a blessing from my father and my mother and my ancestors. They are giving this wonderful blessing to me. But later point and stage, you can able to understand that blessing is really tremendous. It's not from this lifetime. When you say this one word, blessing from your past life, everybody was giving you a different answer. When you check with them, is this you feel this is a blessing from your past life? Can narrate the question whichever way you like. When they share the experience, you will really wonder. Okay, that's the question. That's the question I want to ask the question. How you feel like you get the blessing from your past life? There is that past life thing. The one word it may intricate to you. Sometimes you may not able to believe that past life stuff. You leave this word. You feel that you get blessing.
Yeah. I feel always I'm blessed because for many number of reasons, like my life has been very, very easy from the beginning, from my childhood, been in good school. So like I didn't have to have go through any kind of hardship for that matter. Everything was on the plate for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, I don't know if that is considered, because I consider that as a blessing.
So
So wedding
see,
was
no
also
need nobody can have to consider. That's you have to consider.
yeah,
You
no,
have
that's what
to
I
consider.
said. What I
Yes.
feel in my wedding, like just the first time, everything went well. I got into my PhD. So everything was like, like it was just on the path. So I just had to, like, it came to me sometimes, I just had to pick it. So it wasn't like I had to struggle a lot for all those things. And my husband is also very good and a very nice man. So then after that life went, I went to abroad, had a daughter. So everything is like nicely placed, touch wood. So I feel all these things comes only with God's blessings and everyone's blessings. So it won't be that easy because everywhere I went from Doha to Abu Dhabi, then to Dubai. So everywhere I got my jobs immediately. Like I just had to apply and I didn't even have to go through the normal grind of the interview. So
Mhm.
like it was just on that they used to see me, then had a chat, and then they said, yes, your work there, so come on, come right away, you're welcome. So that kind of a thing I had for all these years. So that way I think I'm hugely blessed that way. So that
Awesome.
is my version of explaining blessings. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is one word this is everybody was different. When they say the blessing from the past life, this one word was, I questioned myself for a very long time because everybody, when um, my horoscope in front of everybody in any of the astrologists, the first one point I really waiting for that point that the people will say. No one missed that one point. Okay, then I question myself very long time how this is possible. Then every time when I see the horoscope, everybody blessing was different and how they feel was different, and every individual was feeling that okay, I received this blessing, and particularly this is from my past life, or this is my current life, and that is also they can able to segregate the difference. But initially, when you heard from them, you won't believe, but there is a deeper meaning in it. I will speak for that for one day also. I leave it here. Okay, we'll continue the horoscope for her. Okay, anybody want homework for next week? Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
ma'am.
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, I don't know whether we can achieve. I
Yeah.
mean, I
But
can
we'll
achieve,
try.
Don't worry.
but we will try. I will
Don't
try.
worry. Whether it is right or wrong, it's not about the right or wrong. Okay, whenever you have question yourself, that is the point you can able to learn. Okay, the now we are not finished with the ascendant also. So if you have a time, find about there is a combination of the moon and the Mars. The Lagna Lord is combined with the moon and the Mars. The combination was there. You work on this relation. You work on this combination also. One, and the second time, why this is kind of the difficult combination also. Why? The moon is debilitated, it's combined with the malefic. I forgot to see which is the Krishna Paksha or Shukla Paksha also. So let's see about that. Then you have to find out whether the moon is the Krishna Paksha or Shukla Paksha. Then all together you find this combination how it will represent in her life. Okay. Now the important thing about the next week homework is second house, which is sun. And the lord of this house is sun, right? The sun was present in the which house?
The
Third
second
house.
house of it.
Third house.
Third
Third.
house.
Okay, so there was a combination of the 2 and the 3. Now this is the work. Okay, what is a second house represent? How it will when you see this horoscope, and the question is about this. How is
Money
my
flow will be good for one thing.
why? Why?
Because second house is for money, and that
Yes.
person is sitting in third house.
Mm.
No, I'm wrong. Okay.
Oh, okay. Question yourself, and we will discuss the same thing again. Okay. There is a second and the third combination. So we have to define exactly what is the second house for the Vasanti. Okay. Only one. One house is more than enough for a week. So the complete definition of the second house.
Okay.
So what are the
So
things? What are the things you have to consider? The Lord which is in the third house. What are the aspect of this? Who's the graha present in it? And any graha was expecting the third house or second house because the two house combined now. And there is another layer in the Kala Purja. What is this house number? How it is represent? How it is you can correlate with the second house with the Kala Purja's fifth house and find, and then among that one more layer, that is the Dasha Buddhi. How we can combine with the Dasha Buddhi. Okay, what is the Dasha Buddhi happening for her now? Now it is the Venus, Saturn, and the Mercury.
Venus, Saturn, and Mercury.
yeah.
Now, who's the Antar was happening in the third house? There was one Graha who's also owner. Mercury is a which Graha, and Mercury is also living in its own house and is exalted.
And both are in the same star. Asta.
Both are Asta.
Same
So
house.
don't worry about the nakshatra now. If you get in the nakshatra, this will lead you in the different direction. Okay. So find about only the second house. And additionally, I will anyway you will everybody receiving this PowerPoint. So this is the point we have to answer. Lagnam and the Lagnadipati, Kendra and the Trikona, you have to find out. Yoga Karaka, Grahas combination is was any Grahas combinations we will see in the class itself, but you will find out what are the Grahas combination present in the birth chart. You don't need to find out about any other thing. Okay. Aspects, because this is everything we will do together in the first horoscope itself. So Graha's strength and the weakness, what we have to find out for that exalted, depleted, own house. So what is that meaning? Any Grahas which is exalted present in the birth chart or not, depleted Graha presented in the birth chart or not. So for an example, who is a depleted Graha? Moon is a depleted.
Moon is debilitated.
Mercury
Yeah.
is the exalted. So
And
which
Venus
Graha was
also. Venus is exalted, or I don't know. It's a good
Own
house.
house. Own house.
Own
So
house.
when-
Sorry.
Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Only in Rishabha it is exalted.
The Saturn was in own house, but it was retrograde.
Yeah.
So
That's
Jupiter, so which are the grahas depleted, exalted, own house?
Okay.
Retrograde, which graha? Saturn was retrograde. There was no graha combustion, I believe. Parivardhani will see in the class.
The combustion is there, ma'am.
That Sun and Mercury are there, no? And
Same
that-
star. That's the
Yeah.
combustion is there.
No. The Dara Parivardhani, no need to consider. No. Only consider graha Parivardhani. What does it mean, graha Parivardhani? Anybody knows that? Everybody knows that?
Say one planet sitting in another planet and that planet sitting in the other planet's house. That is
Yes.
the
See, for example, if the
interchange
Saturn and the
interchange in the same in their houses.
in own houses. See, Saturn house was the Magara and the Kumbha. Now the Mercury was present in here, in any of the Magara and the Kumbha. Saturn was present in the Mithuna or the Kanya. So that is a Parivardhani. Only see the Graha Parivardhani.
Okay.
Don't see about the Tara Parivardhani means the stars interchange. That we will see in the latest session. Because if you see the stars Parivardhani, there are so many things comes into the picture. It's not the
Is
right time.
Mercury combusted here because it is sitting with Sun and very close if you look at the degrees?
Both are the same degrees almost.
Yeah. So
I believe
combustion
it
is
should be
very
combusted.
highly
I guess
possible.
it is combusted. I have to check this one. See that one also? I forgot to check. See that? So,
But actually,
but-
Sun is low, no, with Shadbala. Then it won't
They are
come.
close by. They are close by. How far each other, that defines whether it is
yeah,
combusted
plus or minus 5 degrees you have to consider. Looks like Mercury was combusted. We'll see
Yeah.
this one. Okay. You have to consider if it is plus or minus within the sun's degree, it should consider as the combusted only. Okay, that's because both are in the same nakshatra and the degrees are so close. Definitely
Very close there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mercury is combusted only. Let's see. So what are the things next week? Second house, additionally the 6 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Can do it, right?
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. We'll see you on next week.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you next week.